What is going on, everyone? I've forgotten to put the bloody green screen back up. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? What a load of rubbish. Oh, it's going to fall over. It's going to fall over. Don't fall over. Don't fall over. Okay, it's not fallen over. Wasn't that a great start to the show? Welcome. 3 years today. That's a pretty good intro. I forgot to click live on the stream. I forgot to do the green screen. What else have I forgotten? The streams are better without a green screen. Quite possibly. Quite possibly. Maybe we'll go back at some point. So I will say this is kind of like a whatever stream. I did the proper knee-jerk stream yesterday where we just pretty much talked FPL. Team selection was put out today. There's a preview already recorded that's going to go out at 10 AM tomorrow. So I'm not too bothered if we don't talk about too much FPL tonight, to be honest. We can just talk about whatever. It's just 3 years to the day I did my first stream, so I thought we would just do a stream. I've even got beer. I don't really drink on stream that much these days, but it's here. I've also got my 5-year EA anniversary glass to drink it from, so it don't work there anymore. No Man United shirt, no suit. I know, I don't have a suit that fits me anymore. My 2 suits are just too big, so I can't wear it. The only thing is, I don't know if anyone remembers, but I once poured beer on a stream, probably for one of these anniversary streams, to be honest, and it went everywhere, and I had to get my missus to get me a towel, if you remember that. So I'm going to pour this very carefully, I hope. How much you spend on fireworks? There is a party popper downstairs, but I forgot to bring it up. So yeah, like, I hate to say it, but what I said yesterday was pretty much true. I've not really got anything planned. I know people were saying watch old videos, but they're so quiet, it doesn't really work very well. What is a knee-jerk? Knee-jerk's like when you make a knee-jerk reaction, oh, well, he's blanked, I'm going to get him out. Get him drunk, get a minus 18. 16, sorry. Pipe. Jeez, can you hear that from downstairs? No, I don't know if we've got any party poppers. They're downstairs. Oh, jeez, if I put any more of that in, it's going to spill. So I just say cheers. Oh, better not down it. So yeah, thanks very much for everyone's support. Like I said, this is just going to be a mess of a stream. Nothing FPL wise. But yeah, streams have been great. I've really enjoyed them. 3 years, pretty much. Obviously, 3 years today, which means I started halfway through the season. So what's it now? Like three full seasons, I guess. Halfway through this one, halfway through the first one. Kind of all started from not much, really. From what I basically wanted to, I don't know, I'm sure people have heard a lot of these stories before. I basically started from wanting to stream games, not being able to on the computer I had, blah, blah. So I just decided to talk about FPL instead. Play some clips from old streams. I don't think, I have to pause the music, hang on. I don't think, I tried this yesterday. I can't turn it up loud enough. I don't think. Let me have a look. It's so bad though. It's like cringeworthy. I know everyone starts somewhere, but like it's just awful. I have to remember not to. Got to be careful with streaming. You don't click on the wrong thing, you know. Okay, let me see if I can turn this right up. What I'll do is I'll turn the volume right up. It might be a bit awful. Hang on. You still can't hear this one. Hang on, I'll try and put it on screen now. Let me just, and I'll shut up. Hang on. Oh yeah, I used to just stream from my browser and that was it. Okay. Hang on a sec. Yeah, budget keepers, I need to look at this myself. I have Heaton, who are obviously going to play this week against Sunderland. After that, his fixtures are a bit dodgy. I kind of like Crystal Palace's fixtures. The problem is, when's man? How boring is that? Keeping Sigurdsson to the end. Sigurdsson to the end of the season. I don't know. His stats are still pretty good. I don't think we want to watch more of this. All right, it's too quiet. You can hardly hear it. It's too boring to listen to. There's a couple of reasons why it's so quiet. One, it was the first time I'd done it, so obviously you're not as confident, etc. That kind of grows the more and more you do it. And it was like 1 a.m. It was like 1:30. The volume up. I don't think it should have been too loud. It was like 1 or 1:30 in the morning at the time. So I was trying to be very quiet because I didn't want to wake anyone up. Ha! You've hacked my account. Nightmare. I think I had about 50 people that first night. Let me turn the music back on, actually. Oh, sugar. There we go. I can put my team up, by the way. I just don't really care about it today. The chat's on as well. Yeah, so questions came through Twitter because there just wasn't enough people watching the stream. I promoted it through Fantasy Football Scout. I would go on there because I've always been a poster on Fantasy Football Scout, so people knew me. So I went on Fantasy Football Scout to promote that the stream was coming, and then I took Rate My Teams and stuff through Twitter, which I know some people would wish I would still do, but it would just be carnage. I don't think it's that interesting either, to be honest. I like how like Elite FPL do it, where they get someone on, they get their team on, and they talk through it. That's fine, but just literally doing a Rate My Team, I don't know. It's not really what I want to do anymore. Am I going to get to try on FPL FYI? Who knows? London's a long way, basically. If I lived in London, I might have had a chance. I don't really want to go into it, but like I didn't go. There was an audition for it, basically. I didn't go. I wish I had now, basically. But there was reason why I didn't at the time. So yeah, we'll see We'll see at some point. Like I know kind of James and stuff, and well, I don't know him, but I've talked to him via message and stuff. Luke's, thanks very much. Sorry about that. I kind of missed it with fussing about with whatever. Much appreciated. Are you watching from the gym again? It's the 30th of December. You're probably not in the gym, are you? Let's be honest. The beer is Galway Bay. Galway's finest. Althea. Someone from Ireland will tell me how that's pronounced. Did I qualify for the cup? I did, but I'm out already. Oh yeah, the jersey's behind me. I'll tell you in a sec. Keep telling me if I forget. When am I going to do a 24-hour charity stream? Well, I've got an idea for that, which I've never put into practice. It probably wouldn't be 24 hours, but it might be. But I feel like there is a good way to do that. But because of the way FPL works, you don't really want to do it like midway through the season. You kind of want it to be a start of the season thing. So we'll see. I don't think I've ever been to a Galway United game, to be completely honest with you. Would be cool one day though. I've been to a few Connacht matches, rugby, but not football, unfortunately. What's my favourite bit? This is pretty decent. I don't know. I don't really like lager these days. I quite like this. This is one of my favourites, to be honest. Galway Hook is nice too. If I'm going to drink lager, I don't mind Peroni. But, Foster's Carlsberg, I'm kind of... Nah, thanks. Am I a fan of Ed Sheeran Galway Girl? I like the other Galway Girl song. Oh, yeah. Okay. So the shirts. So obviously, the problem... There's not too much to the Atsu story, really. I think Physio has linked me something. Hang on a sec. Basically, I had, sometimes, because I stream, obviously, I'm showing my team every single week. So people that watch every week, they know who's in there. And obviously, everyone has their opinions on who should or shouldn't be in my team, right? And for whatever reason, like sometimes you get other injuries or you get other players that you want to prioritize transferring out. And people get stuck and fixated on one player you should get rid of. And that one player was Atsu. Now, the reason I had Atsu was to fund another move. I can't remember who it was now. I was going to have Zaha and someone else, but instead of Zaha, I think he was 6.5, I got Atsu, who was 5, and that let me get someone else. Was it Sanchez? Might have been Sanchez. But either way, I went for Atsu, and he was only 5 million, so I didn't need many points from him, and he got points here or there, and then one day, he got me 9 points, and he basically became a bit of a legend. It basically just became like... This is the game. It basically just became a bit of a... almost like a meme, I guess. Have I still got Atsu? Is Atsu going to score anything? And any time he would score, I would get loads of tweets about it. So that's kind of the Atsu thing. Baines... there's no polls today. I don't think we need them, really. It's hard to put stream highlights into polls. Baines was... If anyone knows... What does he go on? It's FPL Vinny on Twitter. But I think he's down as Adam in the chat here. But he's a journalist. And I really wish I remember these stories better. But basically, I needed to transfer in a player, and I was going to go for an Everton player regardless. And I was looking between Coleman and Baines, and I think I wanted a differential. Everyone had Coleman, or he was higher owned. And Adam was at the game, and so all the media at the game, they get the team sheet like 15 minutes before. So if the game's at 3, the deadline's at 2 for FPL. 2 is when the team sheets come out. But journalists get them 15 minutes before that, so they get them at 1:45. So if you're a journalist and playing FPL, kind of handy for team news. But he messaged me and said, I've seen the team sheet, Baines is playing. Because we didn't know if Baines was definitely going to play. I can't remember the exact circumstances. We didn't know if Baines was going to start. And he messaged me and said he's going to start. So I transferred him in. And then the deadline hit. The team sheets come out officially. And he wasn't in the team. Yeah, he was on penalties, assist potential. This wasn't that long ago, though. And he wasn't in the team. And basically, there was a team sheet that went out that Adam had seen, and then they obviously changed it later on. So it wasn't his fault. He wasn't trying to screw me over or anything. So that's kind of the Baines story. And then he basically got Baines and Coleman, because they were the two that I was choosing from, to sign the team sheet. So he sent me. I've not actually. I don't know where it is. It's behind me. I can't really get it right now. But I've got a signed Baines and Coleman team sheet from the game. So that was a pretty cool story. And then Jimenez, just because, you know, the chairman of the Jimenez Appreciation Club from last year. And obviously my team got hacked t-shirt. That's self-explanatory. That's just from this year. Unfortunate. What I do still have is... Hang on. I think I showed this recently anyway. But I still have... Oh, he's green, so it doesn't work with a green screen. That's annoying. Still have Shane Long, who used to be in the backgrounds of all my videos. I basically took him down. That's really bad. If I go on this, hang on. Yeah, you see, works now. Shane Long. The reason I took him down is because as the stream got bigger and more people watched, I wanted to separate it from work. So I didn't want... Because everyone used to ask me, where did I get this from? And I never really came up with a good excuse, and I didn't want to say I got it from work. I actually got that for winning FPL, I think. Was it FPL? I think it was winning FPL. So yeah, Shane Long used to be on all the streams. He might come back at some point. I've actually got loads of these things now. Oh shit. Raheem Sterling. Signed. Signed. Pretty cool. Oh jeez. Is this one signed? Oh yeah, this one's signed as well. This one's cool. Kevin De Bruyne. Signed. Anyway. There's some more there. Got a bunch of them. I need to put them up at some point. This is right now. I've been sticking down behind my desk for ages. You took him down because he's the most rubbish Premier League player. Yeah, but he's a stream icon. Doesn't matter that he was bad, you know? Give them away as prizes. Maybe at some point one of them. We'll see. I quite like them though. They're kind of all that, you know, all that work I did. I've got Ashley Young, Michael Owen, and Eden Hazard as well. And Marco Asensio, but don't think anyone cares about that. I also have a signed Jose Enrique Liverpool shirt. Don't think anyone cares about that either. Oh, do I remember the giveaway? Yeah, I never did that, did I? Never. Did I ever tell you what that was? I might have to keep it to myself in case I ever do it. Oh, did I miss another super chat? I'm so sorry. Pa, thanks very much. Stick with Grealish and Jimmy. If that's Jimenez, definitely. I think if you've got Grealish, there's no issue with keeping him. I'm just not sure I would be bringing him in right now. Have I met any footballers? No, I've spoken to Phil Jones on the phone. Have I met any? When I was really young, when I was like 15, I used to walk donkeys on a beach. That was like my summer job. Cash in hand, lovely. And I'm almost certain one day, I'm almost certain Gary Mabbott put his kid on a donkey. I'm almost certain. I never asked. But yeah, that's about the only footballer I think I've ever met. I spoke to Phil Jones on the phone once. And I helped like David De Gea, Alberto Moreno with FIFA issues. But I didn't do it directly because they didn't at the time speak that great English. So I had to get someone Spanish to talk to him. And the guy that used to sit next to me, I think I've told you this before. The guy that used to sit next to me, different job when I spoke to Phil Jones, not the donkeys. But yeah, Phil Jones spoke to, and the guy next to me has spoken to Griezmann as well. He French, well, could speak French. He isn't French. A few super chats. Matthew Higgins, thanks very much. Much appreciated. Always in the streams, that man. Appreciate it. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Really appreciated. Joe, thanks very much. Have a part of me. Only been a subscriber for a year. Always look forward to the streams. That's good stuff. Like I said, love long-term subscribers. Love the new subscribers. We're growing and growing and growing. That's how we roll. So thanks very much for that, Joe. I will have a pint on you right now. You fed the Chuckle Brothers. Nice. Troy, put my team up. Troy Deeney is not in it. You got a letter from Alex Ferguson. That's pretty cool. Someone actually gave me, I don't know who it was, but someone gave me the cutout from when Ferguson retired. They had a big spread in the Manchester Evening News, and someone gave that to me, but I don't know who gave it to me and how they got it. So I don't really know anyone from Manchester. You did well to hide that you worked at EA. Yeah, in hindsight, not in hindsight, but I always kind of wish I could just talk about it. And I could have, to be honest. It's not like I was banned from talking about it. What I do here is not the same as what I did at work, but it would have just caused hassle, I think. I just wanted to keep work separate from FPL and FPL separate from work. A few people at work knew what I did before I left. I don't think they have donkeys on the beach. Yeah, they do. They're much more expensive, though. Your dad's still up there. I know he's number one. He's absolutely smashing it as well. He's, what was I going to say? He is... Oh, he's not number one anymore. Number 3. But I love like Kane captain, Martial in, Mahrez as well off the bench. That was nice. How many beers until you start feeling tipsy? Do you not think that changes depending on the kind of mood you're in? Like, I don't think it would take too many now to make me feel tipsy. Well, we're like halfway through. I'm already feeling it now. Why did I start on New Year's Eve? Literally, I was just bored. It was like 1 o'clock in the evening. I wasn't really going to bed, and I wanted to stream something. I said this already. I wanted to stream games, but I just couldn't really. I couldn't figure out a game to do. I couldn't get it to work properly. So I thought, sod it, I'll stream FPL. I mean, no one was really streaming when I started. There was people doing YouTube content, like FPL Tips has been around for ages. So there was already people doing YouTube stuff, but no one was really streaming. I think the official FPL had that stream that Mark used to do, but that wasn't really an interactive. Like, he was just reading questions and answering them. I don't know if he was reading them from the chat. It might have been. So no one was really streaming at the time. So I started, and I had like 45, 50 people watching. I thought, well, if they're watching, if they want to watch again, I'll do it again. And I carried on, and 3 years later, here we are. Chris, thanks very much. Get more Man United players in my team. I know. Do I get Martial or do I just get Traore? Tough one. Pa, thanks very much. Captain pick, Salah, De Bruyne or Kane? I mean, De Bruyne should probably be top of that list, but I'd probably put him bottom. I don't know. You just don't know how Everton are going to play. I'd be tempted to go Kane. It depends if you think Salah's going to get rested or not. I don't think he probably will soon. He could be the best option, but I just don't know if Sheffield United are going to concede that many goals. Cheers, Fozzie. Catch you later. Favourite spirit drink? I mean, I like Disaronno. Don't really like spirits, to be honest. Alright, the hacking thing's getting boring now. Oop. Gehatsu in. Hell no. No, I'm not saying that I'm the OG. I don't think many people were streaming at the time when I started. So I feel like I kind of started the trend. I'm taking it, alright? I'm taking it. If someone was doing it first, I apologise. I will concede. Suggest getting Martial as a United fan. Yeah, I know. I don't want to talk about FPL too much, but Ali to Martial could be done. Then I could do Lundstrom to Trent by funding it another way, but then I'm pretty much telling myself I have to lose Rashford at some point. I've just waited too long on Martial. If I'd just done it originally, I could have ended up doing Maddison Traore to fund Robertson. Whereas Traore straight in just lets me fund them both at the same time. Alright, sorry, don't spam, but if I'm missing questions that you want to know, like, especially a lot of non-FPL stuff, just repeat it and I'll see if I can get to it. Was there a defining moment when the channel blew up or gradual? No, it's just gradual. To be honest, with FPL stuff, a lot of the growth is pre-season. To be honest, July and August is when you want. If you want to set up an FPL channel, July and August is when you want to hit it hard, because everyone's starting. Everyone's kind of fresh. They think that FPL is going to be fun. They don't know how hard it's going to be. And so you tend to get most of your subscribers. And obviously a lot of people don't stick around. And you still get subscribers through the season. But you've got to really hit it in July and August. So it was gradual, to be honest. Like, the growth has been increased every single season as you get more exposure or whatever. So I don't think there was a point where it just suddenly went nuts. Mikhail? I hope I pronounced that right. Thanks very much. Is it the right moment to bring Aguero back? So we discussed it on the Scoutcast earlier. I think if you think he's going to start the next 4 games, I think he's a nice differential. That's what I'll say. If you think he's going to start the next 4, I don't think the next 4 are completely easy, but they're not that bad. So yeah, but after that, the fixtures get a bit tougher. You don't know if Jesus is going to start. So it's a lot of money. The wedding is in August, right at the start. Hopefully before the season starts. Can you borrow some hair from my head? Trust me, I'm running out of hair. Considering the YouTube channel this pre-season, just some casual streams, go for it. Like, my advice is, just do it. You just saw what my stream looked like the first one I did. It looked awful. And just slowly but surely I've improved things. I've paid other people to do stuff as well. Marco, who designs the backgrounds and stuff, to be fair, just one day I basically said on stream one day I needed a new background at some point. I was going to work on it, and he emailed me a background. Absolute legend. So he's really helped out. He's going to help me out some more next season as well. That's when I don't really look at much content. You like the summer off FPL. Yeah, that's fine, but I'm telling you, most views are in July and August. Not necessarily July, to be honest. But July's like a nice build-up. You kind of get into the rhythm of doing videos. The views are still pretty good as well. And August is where it's big. Obviously, because it's football. I say most football channels are the same, to be honest. Everyone still thinks they can win it in July and August. Yeah, absolutely. Where do I want the channel to be in 5 years? I don't know, really. Just successful, I guess. What is successful? Good question. You didn't ask it, but I don't know. Like, I'm not. What's the word? I'm not unrealistic. Like, I know at some point there's going to be. It's not going to continue to grow forever. But the way I'm looking at it is, there's channels that have got more subscribers and more views than me, who are very, very, very good at what they do. I can't add it like them. But I figure if they've got those subscribers, maybe there's a chance I can get some of them as well. So just keep going, I suppose, and see what happens. Yeah, August is crazy. It's when the season starts. So followers go up on. I can't remember who it was. I was talking to someone pre-season around August time, and basically saying like my followers are going up on Twitter. I feel like I'm not even tweeting anything. They're just going up. First thing you do in the morning is read my video, watch my videos and read my tweet. Very nice. What other questions we got? Sorry, they're going pretty quick and I'm taking too long to answer. Where am I going on honeymoon? Undecided. How is your new job going? Does it feel very different to the EA job? Yeah, it's definitely 100% different. Like, it's completely different, to be honest. Is if FPL what you want to do for your life? I was thinking this earlier. Like, I don't know. But I don't know if that matters. Do you know what I mean? I thought, do I want to do FPL for the next 25, 30 years? Probably not. But did I want to do my last job for 25, 30 years? Definitely not. So, just keep going, I suppose. If I ever get bored of it, just stop. Coffee or a brew guy? I don't like hot drinks. Sorry to say. Hot chocolate's fine, but it's not the same. How much do I have in the bank? 1 million. Where do I want my channel to be next year? I mean, the next big milestone now is 100,000. Now, I never thought I'd get to 1,000. I never thought I'd get to 5,000. I never thought I'd get to 10. But at this point now, I'm thinking I could do 100k, and it would take time, but I could do it. So I kind of got like, it's not even arrogance or cockiness. It's just, I don't know, a bit more confidence given how things have grown. Robert Pankowski, Pole Shishin, next Vardy celebration, dummy mouth, ball under the shirt, or Bebeto rocker from side to side. Bebeto. Place your bets. I don't know. I feel like Vardy's the ball under the shirt kind of guy. He's definitely going to score though, isn't he? I'm going to have to captain him. See what else. I started FPL 10 years ago. Best rank is just inside top 5k, like 4,700 or something like that. Plans for the double game week, still waiting, to be honest. I mean, unless you're talking about the game week 24, get 3 Liverpool players, job done. What else have we got here? What advice would you give somebody who wanted to work in the fantasy industry? I'm guessing you mean fantasy football, not other kind of fantasies, because I'm sure there are ones you can work in. Jamie, thanks very much. Congratulations. Jamie Davin, I believe, without going to check, was one of the winners for the leagues. What advice would you give somebody who wants to work in the EA industry? It depends what you want to do. There's so many different jobs in gaming. Be passionate, I guess. And that's very generic advice, I know. But like when I went to work for EA, I worked in Currys, so as a salesperson, so it's customer service. I got in that way. Would I rather double your subscriptions or finish in the top 1k? I mean, finishing in the top 1k would be nice, to be honest. If FPL is growing and managed every year, your channel's capable of doing the same. Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, I'm not. I think it'll be a little while until growth really slows down. You just got to be. The problem with FPL is good and bad because you always have content. Like, you pretty much always have content to talk about, right? There's always a new game week, so there's always stuff that someone wants to watch or hear about or discuss. And that's one of the reasons I stream this, because I didn't really want to necessarily just be like giving advice, opinions. I wanted other people to be able to like talk back as well. So that's why a lot of the times I just take whatever your point. Like there'll be like a question about Bournemouth or something. I won't have a clue, but there'll be a Bournemouth fan in the chat that will know. So that's great. So there's always something to talk about. But on the flip side, like when the season's on, you can't do anything. So you can't do anything in June. Not really. Or it won't get views. And also, it's not good to be missing game weeks too often, because people want to see your stuff every week. And so, like, over Christmas now, like, it's been nuts. Game week finishes, bam, next day video, next day video, next game week, bam, next day video, next day video. And I love doing it, but, you know, for some people it wouldn't be good, I don't think. Thanks very much, Path. Much appreciated. Happy 2020 and cheers to you too. I have an accent like you. I'm from near Bristol. What is my worst FPL rank? It's like 104k. Do I think this year will be my worst rank? I am getting pretty worried about it, to be honest. But let's give it... What have we got? Another 19 weeks or so left? No, less than that now. Jesus Christ. 21... We had 20 or 38. We've got 18 weeks left. It's not looking good. I'm in your Champions League group. I'm always ready. So yeah, I think... I don't know. I'm getting worried. And Jamie, I knew it was you. Good man. Bristol is the cocaine capital of the UK. Okay. Non-biased Arsenal Man United prediction. I think it'll actually be kind of close. I think Man United have got it in them to win that game for sure. It's just like, how much has Arteta changed? Will they go for it? Will that allow Man United to counter? I mean, Man United have done well against Spurs. They did well against City. They did pretty well against Liverpool as well. And obviously Liverpool much better side than Arsenal. So I think there's every chance Man United could win it. But I think it'll be quite low scoring. Maybe like 2-1 or something like that. More like 19 and a bit, considering double game weeks. That's a good point, yeah. Did I ever find out how I got hacked? I'm pretty sure it's just an awful password, to be honest. Can I please explain my bench? I don't know. What do you want to know? Any people I want to sign? Like transfer in, do you mean? Have you met any South Africans? My old boss was South African. Two of my bosses at EA was South African. Peter's from Bristol, nice. Tony, I don't know what you mean by any people you want to sign. Do you mean transfer in? Best Chelsea assets I own. I think it's got to be Abraham, but I'm not too worried about him. Is this the only day you wouldn't mention more pay? What do you mean? Do I talk about him a lot? On the Scatcast I said I wasn't really that interested in him. Would I consider this a job? I mean, my job is FPL, so there is a lot of crossover. Like, it could potentially be a job at some point. You have to grow it quite well, though, or quite big. But why not? I mean, plenty of people make a living from doing YouTube or whatever. Oh, Man United to sign. Pogba replacement when he goes. I don't know about specific players, but I think... I actually quite like how Fred is playing recently. He looks like a much better player from last year. Kind of constantly getting the ball, linking the ball from defence, playing balls through. So I like Fred, and I like McTominay as kind of like a bit of an enforcer type, box to box. So we need like a playmaker. I don't know about Eriksen. I don't know if Eriksen's the player we want. Am I working right now? No. I'm chatting to you guys and drinking beer. Do YouTube people ever meet up? Again, like, if I lived in London, I'd probably... I definitely would probably meet up with them more. I don't think there's many in Galway, to be honest. But I've been to fantasy football meetups. I've been to the scout camp. I'm going to try and make I want to make one of Planet FPL's live events. I thought about doing one in Manchester, so we'll see what happens. Joe, thanks very much. Have a pint on you. Not been with you since the start, but definitely before the Atsu. I mean, if you're here before Atsu, then that's pretty much the start. Glad to hear it. I mean, Jason. People keep putting Jason Sancho, which is obviously a typo, but it does make me laugh because that's the player we'll get. We'll get Jason Sancho instead of Jaden. Do I still get time to have a beer in the pub and things like that? I mean, I would if I wasn't so old and boring. I wanted to go to the pub more. Although I am one of those people that I had drinks on Christmas Day and I haven't drank since. But now I've had one, I want loads. Yeah, of course I get time. Like, on the weekends I don't really do that much work. I mean, I tweet and stuff, but I wouldn't consider that work. And I know I tweet too much. Kind of like Twitter diarrhea. Honestly, I'm telling you, Man United will sign Jason Sancho, not Jadon. How many hours a week do I spend listening to podcasts or videos? Honestly, not that much, because there's just so much out there. I try and catch like maybe 1 or 2 a week, and I kind of rotate them, to be honest. I'd love to listen to the same ones every week, but then I feel like it's not being fair to the others, almost. Congrats on the old streams. Congrats on the great work on the fitness. Yeah, I dread to think how many or how much weight I've put on over Christmas. But we're back to the gym properly soon. Been a couple of times in the last week, but need to get back into it properly. Back into routine. That's the problem with Christmas, no routine. FPL meetup social in London next time you're over. Like, I'd love to, yeah. I'm just not over that often, really. How did I come up with the channel name? That's a good question. To be completely honest, I'm not really a fan of the channel name. Originally, I wanted FPL Live because I knew I was going to live stream. So I was going to call it FPL Live, but there was already videos out called FPL Live, or a channel, I think. So I couldn't use that. I could not think of anything. So I was like, let's just talk FPL. And it kind of stuck. And the problem is, once it's like ingrained, you can't just change it. So I don't hate it. I don't love it either. BTMPI Soccer. Grealish and Tammy to Martial and Morpay. Or Morpay to DC. Oh, and then Morpay to Calvert-Lewin. If you really want Calvert-Lewin, I would just get him now. Even though he's got City. To be honest. Am I doing dry January or veganuary? January? Veganuary? No, probably not. I don't really like... I get that kind of thing. It's like a discipline thing, but... I don't know. I'd rather be able to like balance life. If I want to drink, I drink, but I have to know that during the week I have to be good, etc. Would you ever do your own podcast to upload onto Spotify, Apple Music? Maybe one day. Everyone always asks me about this. I'm just lazy. Maybe one day I'll do that. I just don't know if these streams, not this stream of course, but the normal streams would translate to a podcast. But plenty of people ask me for them. If there's one FPL decision you could reverse this year, what would it be? Lunchroom. I'd probably go back to the start of the season and get a better password for my FPL account. That would be good. Alright, Tony, you've asked me that a million times now. Just call it Let's Talk FPL Live. Yeah, I think we're good with the name now. Before or after the cheat code song? I don't even know what that is, so I'm going to say before. Music is linked below. It's no copyright sounds. What do your family and friends think of your channel? I mean, I'm not sure many people get it, to be honest. They're like, what, you do what? You sit on YouTube talking fantasy football? It's a bit weird. People watch that. That's usually what you get. What do you do? YouTube videos. What do you do them on? Fantasy football. Trust me, it'd be. And they're like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, no, it's not. It's boring. Like, trust me, you don't play fantasy football. There is no interest in watching this at all. And then like people like my mum will be like, do people watch you? People actually watch you? That's usually the reaction you get. Yeah, that's right. Have I ever noticed someone copying my team? Nah, I haven't. Man United are the best. Kind of. I do want to try some vegan stuff. I'm not going to go full vegan for January, to be completely honest. Can we trust Haller? No. But let's see what Moyes can do.
Podcast could be just like every month, like an overview of what happened in the last few game weeks. Yeah, to be completely honest, I don't think that kind of thing works that well. People want to, most people, the majority, not everyone, they want to hear about the next game week. Like FPL changes so quickly. That's the other thing about doing FPL content, that it can be out of date so quick. Like I recorded a video today for tomorrow. What if all those players I've talked about get injured? What made you think that streaming FPL content would turn out to be a good idea? I didn't really. Just did it. The thing is, I enjoyed doing it. That's the difference, I think. So there was never, when I started, it wasn't like, oh, I'll do this now, and in 3 years I'll have 50k subs. It was just, I'll do it because I enjoy it. And keep going. Have I considered a second channel? Yes. I want to do it properly though. I would like to do like a bit like, not vlogging, like not taking the camera out necessarily, but sitting down chatting about like gym, weight loss, and stuff like that. But I just don't think it'd be that interesting without. Because you watch a lot of fitness channels. They do a lot of vlogging. They do a lot of cameras inside the gym and stuff. And I just don't think I necessarily want to do that or be good at that. But you never know. When do I think Man United will be challenged for the title? Probably a good few years yet. 2, 3, 4 years plus. Is it time to move Ings on? Hell no. Hell no. Have I got any goals for 2020? I've got fitness goals for sure. I want to lose another 4.5 stone. I want to run a race. Only like a 5k or something, but officially run a race. What else? Squat 125 kg maybe. I'm already up to 85. I think I can do that. Deadlift. At least deadlift 150 again. Maybe deadlift 170. But yeah, run a 5k I think. I just realised I've had Candyland on repeat the whole time. No one said a word. Should look up some official TV viewing figures. You can say I'm more popular than Cash in the Attic. Nice. You're in the top 6k. Very nice, Howard. Mr. Wallowitz. There's one player who will shine under Moyes. Have a guess who? Fabianski? Do I think Man United are able to challenge for the top 4 this season? Yes, I do. Fastest way to lose weight is water fasting. Yeah, it probably is, but I'm not going to do it, to be honest. I want to do it like normal life, normal diet, get used to. It's one of these, I don't want to keep doing a water fast. There's no point in doing a water fast and then eating loads of crap and putting it all back in. I'll put all back on, even. I don't know if they do park runs in Ireland. I also want to get under. What time do I want to get under for 5k? 33 minutes, maybe. I did one the other day. It was like just over 35, but that was including like a couple of hills which I had to walk up, and I was very hungover, and I travelled all day as well. So I think I can do that. What's a water fast? You basically just drink water and that's it. You drink water, you take on nutrients, but you don't eat any food, which hence the weight loss. Do I think the game would be better if you got 2 free transfers a week? Would it be better? No, I don't think so necessarily. What are my thoughts on Conor McGregor? I don't really know what's going on, to be honest. Don't really follow it. I'll jump on the bandwagon. I might watch it, but I don't really follow it. Do I go to the gym on my own or with a training pad? I used to have a personal trainer, but now I just go on my own. Alright, I think we're going to start finishing up in the next kind of 5 minutes. So, any more questions or whatever? It's getting bloody hot in here, I'll be honest. Plans for New Year's Eve? Probably going... unbutton this. Go for dinner somewhere, and then come back and have a few drinks here, probably. Very exciting. Do I think Haller under Moyes could become as essential as Fellaini? Don't know. Let's wait. I don't know. Maybe. De Bruyne captain's good. Salah Mane captain good. I think Rashford could be good. Will I swap to Vardy? Probably. So boring, I know. I probably will swap. Why no Chelsea? I mean, who would you have from Chelsea apart from Abraham? And is Abraham better than Rashford, Vardy or Ings? Not so sure right now. Do I ever eat cakes or bread? Absolutely. How many more years will I stream? Good question. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'll go full just normal videos. No streams at all. Is Robertson to Trent too sideways? It is sideways, but I don't know if it's a bad move. See you Thursday at the Liverpool game. Oh yeah, when am I next bloody streaming? No, maybe on Thursday, but then we got a break then, so I might just have a rest, to be honest. We'll see. What requires to win FPL? Bit of luck, bit of skill, bit more luck maybe, then a bit more skill, then a bit more luck, and then you win it. Right, I'm going to shoot off, I think, because, to be honest, I am knackered. I've been sitting in front of this computer for most of the day. Am I hammered? Absolutely not. Thanks once again for all the support over 3 years. We will carry on, maybe for another 3 years. We'll see how it goes. Make sure you give the video a like. Make sure you subscribe if you're new around here. We'll have proper videos earlier today and tomorrow. Otherwise, yeah, have a good new year. This will be the penultimate video now before 2019 ends. It's been a good year. Hopefully 2020 is even better. All that cliche stuff. And yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back next year. Let's make that joke. I'll be back next year. I'll see you next year. All that stuff. Like the stream. If you want to listen to FPL stuff, got 2 videos already out and 1 more tomorrow. So I know this stream is a bit of a free for all, but I'll catch you next time. Thank you very much.